IMHO. Critical thinking should be taught before college. I know what it means. Before it teaches. Before college, because it teaches how to have the difficult conversation separating logic from emotion. All commercials are logical fallacies, but unfortunately effective. Jerry, I think they denied us that right for so long that now it seemed insidious to finally give us that right to vote. Then George responds, but no one has the authority to deny rights. If we don't educate, then control is inevitable. True. I remember I really wanted to vote when I came of age, but I actually had to figure it out solo. Oh, this is in Kenya?
Yeah, this is in Kenya, I believe.
Those were the days before the internet. Before slave. What is slave?
What?
Yeah. Please, people.
I remember when if you guys remember the PhD computer science guy when he was here.
Yes.
Omanwa, talking about
Doctari,
talking about critical thinking and raising kids.
Yeah.
With to think critically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Goes to when George talked about that, I'm thinking, okay. Critically thinking, raising our kids to critically think. Not to draw emotions. Fikiria too. I think we can bring up some sounds and non-emotional. Kids will not argue with emotions. You just you're arguing. Okay, these are the facts. This is what it is. This is what it is. Like because as Bandio said, we will agree to disagree.
Yeah, we'll agree to disagree.
Then after that, we go and chapa shoto.
But I think real quick, we also need to also distinguish, there's that thing of agreeing to disagree, but then there are people who are known to be peddlers of hate. There are people who are known to be peddlers of. So I think
that
there
one,
also
that one is a different.
There also has to be limits. We also have to know where the limits are, because sometimes when you get into that agree to disagree mode, sometimes you tend to give legitimacy to people who are out there to spread fake news and to peddle hate.
Okay. I think the phrasing could have been better in the sense that I think every time we say critical thinking and remove emotion, we forget that emotion is what drives a ton of our decisions, right? I think the best word would be irrational, there's emotion to this thing, but rationally, what do we need to do, right? You can still keep the emotion, but you can be rational about the decision.
Yes.
Because if I'm upset about something, I'm upset about something. I will make sense being upset, but I will, I'll be critical thinking about what is happening, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the idea of being rational in having debate and discussing things. So that's just my take on every time we say emotion, I'm like, no, it's a driving factor to some of our arguments, some of our debates, some of our things that we talk about. But can we be rational despite that? And
then, to add on what you're saying, I agree with you, because emotions are the natural states of human being. Even logical and rational people, they sometimes use emotions to justify their ration and their logic. So we have to pay attention to that. The one thing that I don't like how it's taught in school is how to debate, because debating is one of those areas where people are maybe taught this is how it should be. I don't like this idea of you're given a position and you're told defend that position to death, and then this other person unaambiwa ati shule za bweni ni bora kuliko day schools, and then unaambiwa we defend day schools to the death of it, na we defend boarding schools to the death of it. I would rather have a situation whereby ule amepatiwa day schools a defend anaruhusiwa pia kumsikiza ule mtu wa boarding na aseme enyewe hiyo point yako it makes sense. Yeah, but hapa of where you have to be on this side and that side is what inspires how people are going to conduct themselves in real life debates
and taking one
where you're going to take a position
and never deviate
and
from
then
it.
your goal is not to learn anything but just to
defend it.
And that's what unfortunately social media encourages a lot.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And that's what social media encourages a lot. So yeah. So real quick, there's a comment here coming from George Murithi. Says, I understand the internet gives instant gratification to our views. We take control by denying others to have the power over us. Okay, and then Slea anasema anaambia DJ Tucha kuna violence leo kuja polepole. George anasema just remember, just because you are there doesn't mean the other person is not there yet. Yes, emotions are critical. And then George Father says, I just want to be able to debate where we can articulate and appreciate differences and meet in the middle, and we all learn and grow. And then Steve Bati anasema, like that point on debating from Ali Badawi, well put. I think this is a topic that we also gonna touch on again.
I've tried debating with a QAnon Trump supporter. Nimekakasirika like a nonsense. Carry on, let's carry on.
To draw the line.
What? Emotions?
I'm even trying to debate with Kainel, him saying yes in Wizi. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
Oh my word, you went there?
What?
No. I mean, it was just
day.
It was
closing day.
What the
I think we had been holding this for a while.
The
and he was going to use
today.
it.
It feels like 12th round, my friend. Mtona chapa up
Closing day.
ila kwa hiyo ulichosema.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wewe. Unaongea because you've not been blocked. Carry on.
Sawa. Okay. I want us to move on
Lakini
to the
gaidi
man.
hapa ni mtu gani?
Yeah. No, wacha bandiwa kwa point
Kainel.
moja. Wacha bandiwa kwa point moja nataka kuweka, and then we'll move on to August and September.
Nafikiri haijalishi, it doesn't matter una stand gani au unasimamia wapi au una believe katika nini. Na whether unachoamini is true or not. Unachokisema it's one thing. Like tunafundishwa kwenye media na tumezungumza hapa. Ila effect ya unachokisema inakuwa inategemea vitu vingine on how you say it, when you say it, where you say it. Na tumezungumza nini ulisema before, nini utasema after. Hivi yote vinaweza. Kwa hiyo swala la kwamba fulani ni mwizi inawezekana ndio kweli. Lakini